Shall we go ahead with the other sentences? We are just in the alphabet C. And we'll go on with carry on. That is sentence number 13. Carry on means continue or to proceed. Okay, carry on means to continue. We can just say, we have to carry on in spite of others humiliating or ridiculing us. Or we can just say, in order to progress, we should carry on amidst discouragement. I'll just write it here. We should carry on amidst discouragement. Okay, even if others discourage us, we should keep on. We should continue. We should pursue. Okay, in order to progress, we can only progress when we keep carrying on with our work, even if other people discourage us or humiliate us, we should carry on, continue. I hope you've understood that term. Next one. Carry out. Carry out means to implement. Carry out means to implement. Okay, now we'll just see now. Implement or to execute, we can say. Or obey the orders. For example, if a commander gives an order, the regiment has to carry out whatever has been ordered. Okay, we have to carry out the orders given by commander. We have to carry out. That means we have to execute, or we have to obey the orders, or we have to implement the orders. Okay, this is what it means, carry out the orders. Next one, we'll go from carry to come across. To come across means meet by chance. Meet by chance. For example, I can just say, I came across my long lost friend come across can be came across. After 10 years. After 10 years at the park. At the park. I came across my long lost friend after 10 years at the park. Okay, I came across means I met by chance. Okay, next one. I'm going to give you one more on come. Come upon. Means manage. Come upon means manage. Or come across by chance. Okay, come upon means come across by chance. My friend came upon a new idea to surprise her. My friend came upon a new idea to surprise her. Surprise, we can give a name here, surprise, Sony. My friend came across a new idea to surprise Sony. That is, he came across by chance. Next one. Do away with. Do away with means to cast away, to eradicate. We have to eradicate means to be done with it. Okay? We have to do away with our superstitious beliefs. I'll just write it here. Superstitious beliefs. We have to do away with it. That is, we have to eradicate poverty. We have to do away with poverty. We have to do away with corruption. Okay, eradicate means that is to just cast away. That's what it means. Next one, do without. Do without means to manage without. Our children should be taught to do without comfort. Our children should be taught to do without comfort. That is to manage without. That's what it means. Nowadays children are becoming more accustomed to comfortable living, and so they cannot go back to those days without any comfort, to live a very hard life. So they should learn to do without means to manage without. Okay. Now we have around 6 sentences here. Let's check it up. Let's have a quick recap of all that we have done here. Carry on, that means to continue. In order to progress in life, we should carry on amidst discouragement. Carry on, to continue. Carry out means implement or execute or obey. We have to carry out the orders given by the commander. This is just in an army or in a ship, but we can use it here. A government has to carry out the directive principles and constitutional laws in order to maintain a peaceful situation in the country. Okay, carry out means to execute or implement. We have to carry out all that our parents tell us. We have to obey them. That's what it means. Okay, come across. Come across or came across means meet by chance or met by chance. Okay, all these are verbs. All these are verbs, that is carry, come, do, all these are verbs, and it's attached to another preposition. Okay. Come, so because these are verbs, they can change the tenses. Now come across by chance. My friend came upon a new idea to surprise Sony. Came upon. See, I've changed come into came. Because here verbs, we have changed the tense. My friend came upon a new idea to surprise Sony. Next one, do away with, eradicate. We have to do away with our superstitious beliefs. We have to do away with our differences of opinion. To maintain good friendship, we have to do away with our differences of opinion. Okay, to eradicate. Next one, do without. That means to manage without. Our children should be taught to do without comfort. They should learn to live in a hard way. They should learn to live the hard way. Our children should be taught to live without comfort, or our children should be taught to live without cell phones or without laptops or whatever we can just say. Okay. Now I am sure you have got the meaning of these phrasal verbs. We have many more to go. Unless you understand, comprehend the actual meaning of these phrasal verbs, it will be difficult for you to go further into the other phrasal verbs. I hope you have understood. Let's move on. Okay, next we are going to see, we have been going through in alphabetical order. We are going to see in the alphabet F. Okay. Now I am going to give you fall out. Fall out. This is number 19. Okay. Fall out. Fall out is quarrel. Just see, fall out and quarrel, they don't have anything in common at all, but this is what it means. We can just say Sam and Pam to fall out or they fell out. I'll use it in the past tense. Fell out after a petty quarrel. After a petty dispute, argument. Fall out, I am using it as fell out. Sam and Pam fell out after a petty argument. That is, they quarreled and they parted. That's what it means. Next one, get along. Get along means to be friendly. To be friendly, get along. Both the twin sisters found it difficult to get along. Get along with each other. How many of you find it very difficult to get along with your friends or with your brothers or sisters? So, to be friendly, that's what it means. Get over. Get over means recover from a shock. Recover from a shock. Get over. Now, it was very difficult for Satish to get over the accident of his friend. It was very difficult for Satish to get over the accident of his friend. That is, get over means to recover from a shock. Get over means to recover from a shock. Okay, next one. Give up. Give up means to stop or abstain from. Abstain from. He gave up smoking. Give, I am giving it as gave. He gave up smoking after his heart problem. He gave up. Give up means abstain from or stop. So, gave up. I am using it in the past tense. Next one, hand out. Hand out means to distribute. To distribute. The teacher handed out the books to the students. Hand out, I have given it in the past tense, handed out, to distribute. The teacher distributed the books to the students. Okay, next one, do away with. Now, we have just done that. Jump at, or I will just say jump at. Jump at means to happily accept. Accept happily. Jump at means to accept happily. When Joan was offered a job in the bank, she jumped at the opportunity. When Joan was offered a job in the bank, she jumped at the opportunity, or the golden opportunity, we can say. That is, accept happily. Okay, one more I'll give you, jump into. Jump into. Jump into means come to understand. Come to understand hastily. Or to hastily understand something. Okay? Don't jump into conclusions. Don't jump into conclusions. Don't try to understand hastily. Don't make a hasty decision. Okay, that's what it means. Jump into means don't hastily try to understand things. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't make hasty decisions. That's what it means. Okay, we have here 3, 7 altogether. We'll quickly have a run through. Fall out means to quarrel or to have a dispute. Sam and Pam fell out after a petty argument. That is, after a petty means very silly argument, They quarreled with each other, fell out. Get along, to be friendly with or to be friendly. Both the twin sisters found it difficult to get along with each other. That is to be friendly, to be on friendly terms with each other. Get over. That means recover from a shock. Get over means recover from a shock. It was very difficult for Satish to get over the accident of his friend. That is, recover from the shock of his friend's death and the accident. Give up means abstain from. He gave up smoking after his heart problem. After he had a problem in his heart, he gave up smoking. Gave up means he abstained from smoking. That's what it means. Hand out. Hand out is distribute. The teacher handed out the books to the students. The teacher handed out the books to the students. Jump at. That is to grab happily. Accept happily. When Joan was offered a job in the bank, she jumped at the opportunity. She accepted happily. That's what it means. Jump into. Come to understand. Okay, come to understand hastily, or to make a hasty decision, or come to a hasty conclusion. Don't jump into conclusions. Listen to what you have just heard and analyze and then make conclusions. Don't jump into conclusions. That means don't be very hasty to understand the whole situation. That's what it means. I hope you've got now 25 I've given you. Some more to go, but you have to understand or comprehend these phrasal verbs. Unless you understand, it's very difficult to make sentences with these.